We're backstage. This is Leslie from the Morning X, along with Jay Heron, 99X's music director, Chris Martin, and Jonny Buckland from Coldplay. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Thanks for coming by and doing this.
It's a pleasure, you know.
Okay, now the last time you were supposed to be in Atlanta, the show canceled because of this terrible, torrential rain we had. It was outside at Masquerade Music Park.
Yeah.
We didn't find out till 6 or 6:30 that the show was going to cancel. But you guys did something very cool for the fans. You actually kind of did this impromptu thing out in the parking lot.
Yeah, for only $100 each. Yeah, we did. We was cool, you know, because, it's only because when we've cancelled the concert before, we've basically been lynched, and so we thought we'd better do something, you know.
But you know, we're so friendly in the South.
It's true. There was no guns. There was no shootings.
It was very nice.
It was cool. Every time we come here, something cool happens, you know.
And then later that night, you did something which, if I had known about this, I would have been there in a heartbeat. You went over to the Echo Lounge and did some impromptu stuff with the band Ash. Did a bunch of cover songs.
Called
The Frames.
The Frames.
Yeah, what were some of the cover songs you guys did?
To be honest with you, I can't remember.
You did Georgia.
Don't give that away, John. Did we do that in that club?
Yeah.
Okay. There was loads of stuff. I can't remember.
What are some covers that you do?
Ash were doing most of them.
Yeah.
We
couldn't get Tim Wheeler off the stage.
We've stopped doing covers, really. We occasionally give the odd nod to like Songbird by Oasis or Hot in Here by Nelly, or
nice.
You know, occasionally we only because sometimes we have these songs that we love or we can't get out of our heads, and it just comes out in the concert, you know.
I would love to hear Coldplay doing Hot in Here by Nelly.
I know. How funny would that be?
It's not really a cover as much as we just say some of the words from it once. You know, it's not really a cover, more just like a little tribute.
Congratulations on winning the 2 Grammys that you were up for. You won both of them.
Yeah, I know. It's cool.
What's it like being in that atmosphere? Like, is it just a nightmare backstage? Is it a freak show?
No. We went in, played, and left. So we didn't really see anything. We don't like doing red carpets or anything, because that's all a load of nonsense. And so we just snuck in the back. We refused entry to our seats for the one bit we were supposed to be sitting in our seats.
We were supposed to get out, you know, the shots of us with our names underneath.
But they didn't.
They wouldn't let us in.
So we had our dressing room. Our dressing room was like a balcony that looked over the arena, because it was in Madison Square Garden. So we just turned up, we played, and we went.
The performance was just stellar.
It was cool.
There were so many people that saw that, and I think that did not own the record went out and bought the record because of that one performance.
Based on that.
Really?
What made you choose to do Politic rather than Clocks, the single?
We got asked if we'd do Politic with the New York Philharmonic, and we said, yeah, great, because it's cool not to do a single, and that's our favourite song off the record. And
Clocks would have sounded rubbish.
Yeah, and Clocks would have sounded rubbish.
It's your favourite song to play, or your favourite song?
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
Did you have to rehearse that, though, with the orchestra?
That's what everyone keeps asking me. But
we knew how to play it pretty well.
They were all over the place. No, they were amazing, you know, because we had a few meetings with Michael Kamen, who was the conductor, and arranged it. He wrote all the treatment for it, you know. That was in London, and so by the time we got there, everyone kind of knew what they were doing.
But, you know, they just have to see it once and play it, you know.
They're amazing, you know.
So you're at the Grammys, though, and you know, you get your awards, and you didn't leave immediately, though. You had to hang out and at least kind of meet some of the other artists there.
Really.
No, we did leave immediately.
Did you really? You just like split?
Good for
left
you.
immediately?
Yeah. we had to come back, though, because we had to do it. We had an acoustic gig underneath afterwards.
Yeah, you guys played with Pete Yorn after the Grammys.
Yeah, but we missed it.
That was like a weird concert we did later for a radio station.
That was weird, because we weren't really prepared.
No, it was for a charity. It was for a music therapy.
Yeah. We weren't really prepared for doing a gig.
Yeah.
So what artists did you meet, or what artist came up to you and said, "Hey, we're really big fans of Coldplay" that night?
No, we did sneak in and sneak out. Will was with Dave Grohl a bit because they're friends.
We went out with him the night before, though,
yeah.
But we
love the Foo Fighters, you know. But
we stood next to Aretha Franklin for a bit, but that's about the closest.
Respect.
Yeah. What artists and celebrities do you see showing up at your shows? Just not necessarily just the Grammys,
that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Because celebrities are just normal people
right.
with worse childhoods.
That's a
what I
great
mean?
point. You find that out on the E! True Hollywood Story.
Right.
Exactly.
Once again, we're backstage talking to Chris Martin and Jonny Buckland from Coldplay. So congratulations on the Grammys.
Thank you.
We covered that.
That's
Now,
cool, you know. I mean, as much as awards are all nonsense, it's really cool to win them.
Now we kind of want to get off the serious questions for just a second, because
Okay.
Jay and I are, we're huge fans of UK music, and we love going to London and everything. But what we wanted to ask you is, you're over here and you spend like all this time on the road over here.
Yeah.
It's got to be really hard not getting the kind of snacks that you want in the United States that you have in the UK.
Right. Is this
So-
a snack question?
Yeah, it's
It's
a snack question.
question.
Like, what's the snack of choice for Coldplay on the bus?
We're big into bagels at the moment, you know, which is great because we're in America.
Like plain or the everything or the raisin?
Cinnamon and raisin with a light cream cheese. I have 3 every day.
And what were some of your favorites, Jay, that you talked about?
Big fan of minstrels, which are hard,
Great chocolate.
hard to find over here.
See, because over here, like, we've got the MARTA station, but they don't have like the candy machines
The
in
what
them.
station?
Well, it's our our mass transportation system.
Our train.
Oh, okay.
And so there, you guys have like these Cadbury machines where you can, like, right there you can get the
Right.
chocolates. Right? We don't have that here.
Cadbury's
so-
is okay, you know. But I Minstrels is a good one. You've picked a good one.
Minstrels are great.
High quality.
They're a high quality chocolate.
See, we're gonna play this interview on the internet. So now all your watch, it'll be on every single Coldplay fan site about what snacks you guys like.
Well, we love minstrels.
They're a great thing to eat while you're watching a film.
Yeah.
Not that we're advertising them, but they do pay us a lot of money to talk about them.
Yeah. Minstrels. perhaps the world's greatest chocolates.
Probably.
Yeah.
Now, you're one of the first UK bands to break in the States. Do you attribute that to just coming over here with
Let's have a look at some others.
That's probably the Beatles.
The Beatles.
No, I mean, I'm not talking about back then. I'm talking about
Duran.
current bands.
Elton John.
Radiohead.
Yeah.
Okay.
But do you attribute that to coming over here and just like really relentlessly coming over here and touring?
Aerosmith. Bush.
Although no one thinks they're British, but
Okay,
so
well,
they're-
let's sing some Alice Cooper,
Current.
Iggy Pop.
What was the question?
you're just
What
too
was the-
modest.
Sorry.
Chris, you are too damn modest.
We haven't broken America. B,
Yes, you have.
How can you say that? You
we
surely
haven't. We've got a long way to go. And if we have, it's a bit of a fluke, and we've got to prove it on the next record. Isn't this cool music coming from somewhere?
I think that's the music warming up.
By the way, the music who are playing with us are amazing.
Has it
Listen
been?
to it.
Yeah, we love the CD. We heard the
it's
CD
a great
last
CD.
year.
It's amazing.
Is it weird for you though, like coming over here and talking to so many different radio stations? Because
Yeah,
in the
formatting
UK,
thing.
in the UK, you've got like Radio 1 and XFM, and then that's it. That's the whole
It's
country.
weird, and it's a different style of interview with each, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, what-
Hey guys, so you roll on here from England, right? Okay. Well, we'll talk to you in a minute after these notices or messages. Sorry, not notices.
Yeah, how would you describe this interview, Chris?
This is cool, you know. This is nice. We're in a mellow sort of interrogation cell.
Yeah, it's a bit like the end of 1984, isn't it?
Not the year, the book.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because you can go into different radio stations. Like, we're kind of like a mellow, we're like an alternative station, but you can go into like a top 40 station in America, and they're probably asking you like wacky questions.
Well, we
Yeah.
don't get asked on top 40. They don't want
It's
us.
weird with us because we occasionally go to top 40 stations if they want to play a song, but then sometimes they don't want to play it, so it's odd. So we go in and sometimes go out. And I don't know what I'm talking about.
What was it like the first time you heard one of your songs on the radio here in the States?
I don't.
You still haven't heard it? Wait a second, turn 99X on somebody.
We always have van drivers who are into lounge jazz.
I think it's part of the qualification for the job is that you're into lounge jazz.
To be a chauffeur, you have to like saxophone music.
All right, now Jay wants to show you something here.
Yeah, we just released our Live X 8 CD, which is a compilation of bands. Basically, you guys came in, I guess it was in August, and you did an acoustic performance, the two of you.
Yeah.
Remember that? And
good?
it was brilliant. And we ended up putting 2 of your tracks on here.
No way.
Yeah. And,
Yeah. Why did
you're
you
actually
look at
the lead
that?
track,
No way.
Yellow, yeah.
Creep and...
Actually,
Right,
Tom York from Radiohead did the artwork.
Really?
Did the cover
You're
up there.
joking?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
seriously.
He actually did do it, didn't he? Because...
I mean, that looks very Radiohead-ish.
Well, he did it for you. Are they on here?
No, they're not.
They were on 01 in the past, but
Yeah, they were on 101.
But we also have a hidden track from Coldplay on there.
Yeah, The Scientist.
Really? Oh, yeah.
And in that, actually, before you played it that day, you said, "This is the best song we've ever written." The
I
Scientist.
take that back.
You don't mean that anymore? Now it's politic.
No, they're all rubbish. They're all rubbish. I'm disillusioned with the entire world. What's the point?
Now, the difference between like your shows now and let's say the first record. What can people expect tonight? Music.
No, it's funny because we met with Elton John today, who's lovely, who's really cool, you know, and to whom we give a lot of respect for writing some of the best songs of all time. He was telling us about how he used to have midgets on stage.
So we were kind of picking
So we were
up
going to
tips,
hopefully
you know.
find some sort of interesting people. I would like it if we had some cheerleaders.
We could ask for some right now.
No,
if you'd
no,
like.
no.
Like in the Nirvana video. In the Nirvana
We're too
film.
miserable for cheerleaders. They wouldn't know what to do.
You know, Elton is such a music fan. I mean, you can talk to him and he knows way more about everything that's out than
Yeah, it's
anybody
true, it's
else.
true.
He just buys tons of new music.
It's true.
Did you go over to his place? He has a very
We
cool.
just met with him, and he's really nice. We've met him before, and you know, he's cool.
He's a huge Coldplay fan.
He's cool, yeah.
Were you an Elton fan before, though? I mean, growing up.
You know, I like the great songs. Obviously, because you can't argue with things like "Goodbye Yellow Brick Road" and all that.
I'd like to ask you guys who your influences were growing up, Johnny.
Oh, I mean, the band that really got me into wanting to be in a band was the Stone Roses and U2, you know, Rattle and Hum.
And the Pixies.
Oh, but that was later. You know, the two records that made me want to be in a band were those.
Yeah.
Good choices.
Yeah.
Nice choice. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Chris, what about
It's
you?
cool now because, well, I grew up listening to cheesy stuff, really, and that really damaged us for a while. And then when I got to about 19 and moved in with Johnny and our friend Tim, I suddenly started getting into properly good music, and so it's cool because I keep discovering all these things that everyone else has known about for years, like early REM or, you know, early U2 and Echo and the Bunnymen and The Cure, you know. So we find new influences all the time. I love the fact that the word influence actually means someone you try and steal from. That's what I regard as being influence, is someone you try and copy.
And it's great because you can help new bands as well. You guys bring in music, the music on the road with you, and they're a great band.
Ash, you know.
Exactly.
We've had some amazing people with us. It's amazing.
So after the U.S. tour, are you doing like some of the big ones over in the U.K., or what other European festivals are you doing?
Yeah, we're doing a month in Europe, traveling around, and then we're having a little break, and then we're back in America, I think.
What do you guys do on break? Lounge? I mean, seriously, because some people like travel and other people just lounge.
We write a lot and
Write a lot.
travel and see our loved ones, and you know what I mean. And
Do you two still live together? Are you
No.
still roommates? No.
That was quite.
They can afford to have their own place.
that was a mistake. wasn't it?
we get along better apart.
Just because you can share a stage doesn't mean you can share a bed. As Fleetwood Mac found out. And so did we.
There could never be a behind the music with Coldplay because there's no trash. It's all good.
I mean,
Because you know how it is with behind the music. You got
Yeah.
the rise and the fall and the drug period and all that.
haven't Fleetwood Mac got back together though?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That's
have
cool,
actually.
you know.
Yeah.
They've done some cool.
They have a
stuff,
record
you know.
coming out. Cheryl Crow actually wrote some songs with them.
Right. Sorry. Well, you know, but there's. I mean, everyone's got trash on them. I often think the most boring stories are the just classic rock and roll ones. You know, when you just think people are doing it just for the sake of it.
Right.
However, when you do hear a story about Iggy Pop, you know, eating a dwarf or something, it's cool.
I love those shows. I love hearing about Ozzy snorting ants and stuff.
Yeah, right. It's cool, but you know what? No, I can tell you from experience, an ant doesn't really get you high. It's a mistake.
That was Chris Martin that said that. Well, I know you guys have got to do a sound check, but we would be remiss if we didn't ask you guys. Now, the last the Live X that you did for us, where 2 songs are on our CD, you told this story. What was the story,
You
Jay,
started telling
about?
a story about you had a huge crush on a model.
Yeah.
I think it was I can't
or an
remember her name.
actress?
Or it was an actress, and you said that she showed up at your show,
And you never met her.
Yeah, and then somehow you didn't meet her, and you were just kind of disappointed. Do you remember that? You know what I'm talking about? You're looking at me blankly.
No,
you said this, and then you
Really?
said that same night you met Gwyneth Paltrow, and then you said that when you went out to L.A., like you never met this other girl, and so we're just trying to get a follow-up from you,
we
Chris.
really have to go.
We have this. We have this on tape. We get to prove it.
And we didn't put that on the CD, by
We
the way.
never talk about personal lives. You know,
Okay.
because that's,
Fair enough.
But I can't remember that story. Anyway, I'm sweating now, so
Sort of blushing, sweating.
we
but,
better go.
By the way, we're broadcasting the concert live tonight.
Are you?
Did anybody
Cool.
tell you that?
Yeah,
Great,
we did.
because there's going to be some treats. Let me tell you that right now.
Excellent.
Yeah, we always figure
Thanks for like sticking with us. You know what I mean? Because
we love Coldplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always figure the band is the last to know. So, by the way, we're broadcasting the concert live tonight on
That's
99X.
cool,
Yeah,
that's
it's gonna be.
Please don't mix the vocals too loud. You know?
Thank you so much, Chris.
No, it's an absolute pleasure.
Johnny.
Thanks for coming by.
Absolute pleasure.
Very
Thanks
cool.
for having
Thank
us.
you so much.